the 21st year of this program, and this is our 6th episode. And we welcome North Central Junior High leadership and wonderful group of active students. In the leadership, we have Jan Fry on my right-hand side.
Good evening.
Very old friend of mine. Not old as for age, but you know.
Thank you for clarifying.
The number of years, that's all.
Yes.
And you were one of the very important leaders in our district for many years, leading the special education when it was incipient and just a little baby until it grew up now and it became something very vital to our diversity fabric of the district. And to your right side is Cici, who is a wonderful teacher. You're doing a lot of things other than being a principal, right?
Yes, I have never been a principal and probably never will be.
And you brought this bouquet of very colorful, talented, gifted people. And they are talking about their activities for the school and the community. And we have our studio audience, the parents, that unfortunately we could not host them with you because of the space here, but maybe in another episode they will be honoring us in our show here. Jen, I will let you be in charge now and introduce. First, I would like you to tell me about Cici and her role in school.
All right.
Because we would like to recognize good people who do good things. And she's very popular with her kids.
I am, right?
And then Cici, you will take over after that and introduce your group here and tell us something about every one of them.
Okay.
Jan.
That sounds great. Cici wears many, many hats at North Central Junior High. All of them very important. She is one of our top teachers at North Central. She will have all of these students at one point in her personal development classes. She has taught general music for us for several years, and this year she started the year off with a general music class and has changed her role partway through the year this year. She provides leadership in our building for our multi-tiered student supports initiative, which has started at the district level and has been implemented across the district. And this is our first year of implementation with her at the helm, and we've got a lot of wonderful things going that way. And also, she is one of our club sponsors, and she takes great pride and spends a lot of time working with kids to instill that love of music and that idea of music isn't just about singing along to the radio, or if you didn't start playing an instrument in elementary, that there is no hope for you to ever play an instrument again, and opens the door to a lot of music opportunities for a lot of our kids at North Central. So we greatly appreciate all of the hats that she wears and the roles that she serves, and she's a great role model and mentor to our students. So with that, I'll turn that over to her, and she can introduce her crew.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and thank you for inviting Garage Band to Club to come today. We have in the front row here Christine and Natalie. We have Ryan, Colton, and Braden, and there are 5 students who, out of the club, were able to make it tonight. We have about 15 people who come and go. Some people are there all the time. That's one of the reasons these 5 are here, is because they're pretty much there all the time. And we get together once a week on Tuesdays for about 45 to 50 minutes, and the students have opportunities to use all the cool stuff that's in my classroom. I have 8 electric guitars, 4 electric basses, 15 keyboards, a clavinova, 2 drum machines, and then for these 3 guys, we've been pulling out the trap set from the choir room because Ryan plays trap set. And so these 2 are learning. Colton plays guitar, and Braden, you've been doing guitar, right? And Braden's just learning guitar this year, so Colton shows him a riff or something, and then they mess around.
It's a musical paradise there.
Yes, yes. And Christine and Natalie mess around on drums and guitar and keyboard, and Sometimes they get on YouTube and watch videos of songs that they're interested in playing, and we've learned how to look up music on the internet. So, having access to written music for free, which is important when, you don't have any money to buy the music. There's things out there that people put available for these guys to play. And so we have other kids that come and they're learning to play instruments, and some kids just come and listen to music with each other. It's open to anything anybody wants to do.
And I have no doubt that they are gifted as far as other subject matters too, because mostly people who have talent in music and appreciation for music, they do very well with math and science. And there is a new research that has proved unequivocally that these people are on top of their scores in math and science when they know music, because it teaches you how to think, how do you critically think, and creatively, and so forth.
I think we've looked at data before in meetings about the connection between musical skill and ability to do well in other classes.
Along with that idea of connectedness to school also. So we really look and have set a goal at the district level, at the building level also, of finding ways to connect our students with different activities other than just within the school day and just within the classroom. So this has been a really nice, unique hook for a lot of the students.
So let us hear from them now what they do. So who's going to start?
I will.
Okay, go ahead. Kind
We usually just Braden and Ryan and I we set up the drums in my homeroom class, and then Braden and I we go get the guitars and the amps, and then we're working on Seven Nation Army right now, that song, and we just that's all we're doing right now in GarageBand.
So do you have one leader that does that, or you just collectively share and divide the role between yourselves?
Collectively just share and divide the role, yeah.
And you read notes, of course, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
that's impressive.
Colton, did you learn by ear first, or did your brother show you something, or how did you learn to play?
My dad taught me my first song, and then he's taught me how to read the notes, and then so he'd print off songs for me, and I learned that way.
And then you're showing Braden things when he picks up on something. He shows Braden. And Braden's had very little training, so he just watches what Colton does and then learns from there. And then Natalie, you have started picking up drums. You're just kind of messing around, trying out I showed you a pattern, and then Natalie works on the pattern. And they're hoping someday Christine will play guitar, and Natalie will play
Trying to learn
drums. Yeah.
What was the most important activity that they achieved since the beginning of the year?
Well, because this is 7th grade year, I have no expectation that they have to do anything outside of the club, but I did share with them that one year I had a group that actually learned songs, and we had a concert at West Music, and we had cookies and punch, and we presented a show, and the kids could play by themselves or they could play in the small groups, and we put on about a half-hour show at West Music. But it took probably 2 years for the kids to be ready for that, because so many of them didn't know how to play the instrument, so it took them a couple of years to be ready to do a show. But I've had groups that have come and played at school dances and outside of school. And then we also have kids who just come in, and there's a student who's interested in dubstep. Jason does dubstep stuff, and so he just comes and messes around with that, but he has his own YouTube channel, so he'll show us stuff. And then, isn't Jason playing the bass for you guys?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And do you participate with Mr. Phillips in his program? I know that he has a good TV program in the school, right?
Are anybody in video club?
The video club?
Do you have to be an 8th grader?
Oh, it has to be,
I didn't
okay.
know that was a thing.
So this would be next year, probably. Okay.
Morning show.
Wonderful. That's nice to hear. So is there anything you want to add to what we had just mentioned? Christine, you didn't talk much. I wanted to hear your voice.
Oh, well, like, garage band, Natalie and I, we're trying a bunch of different things, but I'm focusing mostly on the guitar and she's focusing mostly on the drums.
Yeah.
And we kind of sometimes switch in between these, like every once in a while I'll play the bass or drums, and every once in a while she'll play bass or guitar. Because we have like all those instruments at my house, so sometimes she could like maybe when she comes over she can like practice on it sometimes.
So do you have like a classic guitar or?
Yeah, we have a few guitars and a bass and a drum set.
Didn't we learn a song on the piano?
Yeah, we like.
Yeah, a part of a song.
And didn't you write something? Weren't you guys
no, I
sitting?
didn't write anything.
You were playing a melody that was really cool. Is it
Yeah.
one you wrote or?
What song was that?
It was Welcome to the Black Parade.
Oh,
So tell me, how did you come up with the name of this club? I was just,
Well-
wondering.
I've had the club for 13 years, and when I was at Northwest Junior High, I called it Rock Club. And I actually had kids who thought that they were going to study geodes. And I said, oh, I got to come up with a new name. And somebody said, is it like a garage band where you're just jamming in the garage? And I said, yeah, it's like a garage band where there's no, it's not a formal thing where they have to sign
Right.
in and they get in trouble if they don't come. If it, Colton was sick a couple weeks and we just didn't see Colton for a couple of weeks. So it's a real informal thing. So I like that garage band sounded informal. You can come and jam or whatever you want to do. It's not a formal thing.
Let us move now to Jen. Back to Jen. We have other clubs,
We-
other activities.
We do. Back to, you were talking earlier about that idea of connectedness to
Right.
school outside of the regular school day. So that's an initiative at the district level and also at all the building levels. So we do try to come up with some clubs that grab some kids that maybe we wouldn't be able to connect back with a lot of the other activities. And then we also offer the opportunity for students, if they've got a particular interest in something, that if they can write kind of an informal plan of what that interest area is. We've got a group that they're called Card Masters, and they look at Pokemon cards and
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was a huge interest of theirs. So the idea is that they go and they need to develop their plan and submit that. They need to have someone on staff that will act as a sponsor for them. They select an evening or a day after school to meet. They need to have a place and some idea of what their goal is. So that can happen at any point during the year when the kids secure that sponsor is the biggest piece. And then also to have what some of their targets are. And that's a great learning opportunity for a lot of the kids. So our goal, building-wide, is to have 100% of our students participating in something that is outside the school day. So that can be anything from all the music programs that we offer, from the regular bands, jazz band, our choirs, our orchestra, swing choir, to garage band as part of that music group too. We've got an art club that is on Monday evenings and is sponsored by UAY. We have the card club. We have drama club that I'll talk about in a little bit. We have First Lego League that is directly connected to our science department and our STEM initiative, and they participate in a competition every year. We have Math Counts. It also has been a running club that has a few elementary students participate, as well as students here at North Central, and they also participate in the competition. We have our video club that you'd refer to either with Mr. Phillips, and they produce what we call the night morning show, and they do our morning announcements every day, and then they do run some special features on different activities across the school. This year was our first year to have a club that was 7th grade flag football, and that was interesting to watch students participate in that. There's all the variety of athletic opportunities. And then also we have our Student Congress, which is our student government body that functions as well. So our hope is that with all of those kinds of opportunities, whether it's music, it's athletics, it's special interest clubs, that we can give kids something to connect to participate in with school with maybe a little different group of kids than they get to see during the class day. Do something that's outside the school day, and then have an opportunity to come on a show like this and talk about what they do and what it is they enjoy about that particular club.
I am just again wondering, what is the most intriguing thing? What do you like the most about being at North Central Junior High? Think a little bit and until we talk with Sisi about something else, I would like you to entertain this idea and think how you're going to answer my question. Sisi, now, what's your plan for the rest of the year?
For the club or for school?
For the club?
Well, we would like, I know 3 to 5 of the kids are very interested in being in a band. And so as they continue to work on and polish skills, you know, if we can accomplish one song, we have a couple of school dances. That's something that where we set all the equipment up and they play their one little song and then we tear it all back down again. Our goal would be by the end of their 8th grade year that if they want to play something, we can have a half-hour show. That would be a great goal. It doesn't bother me at all if we don't make it to that. That's perfectly fine. If they all say I had fun on Tuesday afternoons in West 109, I'm fine with that too. Really, I let the kids lead me on how much they want to do, how committed they are to learning the instrument. I thought of another thing at the 8th grade party. There's an 8th grade party at the end of the year, usually out at the reservoir, and I've taken the band out there almost every single year, and they play for the kids while they're eating their lunch.
Oh,
That's really
impressive.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
impressive.
And also at our academic awards or our awards recognition assembly at the end of the year on the last day of school, typically we've had a group that has been ready to perform as our kind of walking out song, like at a graduation ceremony. We've got some kids that they'll pick a tune and they'll play that as everybody's leaving the gym, and that's been pretty neat to see too.
I forgot about that because that's an
Look forward-
opportunity for you guys too.
Yeah.
Is in 8th grade, you could be the rock band on the last day of school. I always have a rock band play.
So let us see, what was the most, or what is the most, because you didn't leave yet. I still have in my mind that you are 8th graders, but you are 7th grade, so you still have 1 year to go. What is the most interesting thing that you find at North Central Junior High?
The most interesting thing I think is garage band, because like
Good answer.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like playing with like my friends and stuff and like learning new songs. I think that's really fun.
Do you do this after classes, or?
Yeah, after school is over, like on
Okay.
Tuesdays you go to garage
You,
band.
Tuesday, right?
Tuesdays after school.
Every Tuesday, good. How about you, Ray?
I had a little bit of, like, I guess, training before I started garage band because I took piano and I also took drums. Like, I started drums probably when I was in 2nd grade, and then my teacher quit, and then we started doing drums at the beginning of 7th grade again. I've been taking piano for probably like 5 years now or something, 4 or 5
Yeah.
years. So, I don't know. I kind of like it, I guess.
And do you do this with West Music, or you have
My
your
drum
own?
teacher is from, I take drum lessons from West Music from there, and then my piano teacher just teaches at her house.
Oh, that's wonderful. And do you try to play on regular basis, like every week, once or twice?
Yeah, it's usually every Monday night I have lessons for both of them.
I'm so happy that you are consistent with this. And keep it going, never stop there. Really?
Well, I really like garage band because every time I go in, we go in as a group and we all us three
One
we
family?
we do stuff together, and then me and Colton and I will get the guitars down, and Colton will usually show me some stuff, or I'll just experiment on my own, and that's pretty much it.
Is it a bass guitar or
He's playing electric guitar.
electric?
And Jason usually plays the bass.
Okay. Christine, it's your turn now.
I really like garage band because I like going there with my friends and stuff and playing instruments with them. And I usually don't do much outside of it. And I haven't really had any music training other than I took violin lessons in the 4th grade for like a few months, but that was it. But it's just like fun to go there and play with my friends and like practice with them.
Natalie?
This is the first, well, in garage band, I like playing the drums, and occasionally I play the guitar, electric guitar, but not as much. I haven't really played any instruments besides clarinet. I don't really play any instruments besides that, so I haven't been like.
Can I just ask you one question, Natalie? I don't know. Have you ever tried to be a vocalist, singer?
No.
No? Well, try this because, you know, with my work on TV all these years, you know, I can tell from the voice that I think you probably, you are more specialist than me in this, but I think you can do very well in this.
It's one of the hardest things to get junior high students to do is sing in front of their peers,
I've never been-
especially
I know.
solos or duets.
Maybe she can start at home and then, yeah, and then she can be in choir later. They go to West High, right? I mean, you feed
Yes, they
West
do.
High.
Yeah.
But you are fed by the 4 elementary schools, and they are Wickham, Penn, and
Garner.
and Van Allen. Van Allen. And so you came from various schools, or you all were friends before you came?
I
to-
came from, me and
Both
Christine.
of us came from Wickham. We've been friends since 5th grade.
All 3 of us came from Penn
Okay,
Elementary.
that's very nice. Now, let me see, how do you foresee the future of North Central Junior High in light of the fact that you may have a new secondary school, I mean, a new high school built soon?
Well, we anticipate that we'll continue to grow. We've been pretty stable the last couple of years. We look to have an expansion in our population, both at the 7th and 8th grade for next year. As we continue to grow, we'll just need to look for more opportunities for all of the kids to participate in different things. Obviously, too, keeping in mind we want to offer high-level classes for all of the students and continue to still be able to get to know the kids. I think that's been a real bonus with North Central being the size that it is we do get a chance to get to know the kids. Since we only see them for 2 years, that time goes pretty quickly, and you feel like you just get to know them, and they're heading off to West High. So as we grow, we're going to need to work really hard to be able to develop that personal relationship with all of the students, and clubs are definitely a super way to be able to accomplish that, for them to get connected to a staff member in a very positive situation, and meet some kids that they wouldn't have met maybe any other time, and to participate in some stuff that may develop a special interest for them too.
I think we have, do we have a little program of the drama? We have a couple of minutes? About a minute and a half. So I was just talking to our chief director here, Mr. Peterson. So I think if we can wrap it up now, would that be okay? So we can have a chance to share with our audience what the drama club has done. Right?
Thank you. You bet.
Thank you very much. It has been a delight having you in our 7th show, in our 21st year. We are going to be on public access TV with our host here. They are so generous to us. They offer us all the facility and all the help, technical and so forth, as well as on channel 21 and channel 18. Now they are with the digital machines. If you have a digital machine, it will be 118.7 instead of 8. And so this is one of them. The other one is 0.6, which is public access TV, as well as, of course, YouTube. And I think you will be interested to see what your predecessors last year did, and the one before that, and the show that you have done with us before. Thank you for your leadership, for all what you have done to the district. Thank you, Cici, for all the talent that you offer and you are giving all the time. and thanks everyone here for your participation today.
Thank you.
We are so proud of you.
Hi, Mr. Faldudo. Tell us a little about the Drama Club.
Well, the Drama Club meets every week in the fall on Tuesdays, and we are doing a great show this year called Shakespeare's Shorts.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in drama?
Sure. I started a theater company in Iowa City called Dreamwell Theater. You can go to www.dreamwell.com to find out all about it, and I've done that for probably 17 years or so, and been active in a lot of different theater companies in the Iowa City, Coralville area.
So tell us about this year's production.
So we're doing Shakespeare's Shorts, which is a play written by a local Iowa City playwright, James Trainer. And it's basically the story of three 7th or 8th graders who have to do a book report, and one of them says, hey, let's do it on Shakespeare. And the other two are like, no, that's crazy. But they do it anyway, and what they do is they kind of go through three of the most famous Shakespearean plays, Hamlet, Midsummer Night's Dream, and Romeo and Juliet. And they do it in a very quick, abbreviated, funny version of all three of those shows. It's basically just a lot of fun.
When and where will we be able to see Shakespeare's Shorts?
It is December 17th at the Coralville Center for the Performing Arts. 7 o'clock, I think, is going to be our curtain.
All right, thanks, Mr. Faldudo.
Anytime.